Hey everyone, welcome back. Now let's go and buy that baby feeder.
What can I do for you today?
Have you got my bird feeder?
Yeah! Yes! Yes, I have! Oddest looking bird feeder I've ever seen.
Excellent.
Mind if I look around?
We'll get both these while we're at it. Excuse me. So it's expensive, so this is why I need a whole lot of money ready. And we'll get ourselves a reform club as well. Excuse me. I think we'll get ourselves a few more short spikes. You can never have too many of them. Excuse me, I really seriously mean that.
I hope there you go. Hope your bird likes it.
Flowers. Lionel, flowers.
Okay.
You will take your joy immediately.
Have we received... Oh no, because that's when we finished that one. Never mind. While we're at it...
You will take your joy.
We can pop in via... next to the pub. I'm wondering if that's scotch. We picked up a couple of scotch bottles. Or bottles of scotch. Right, let's pick up our rubber cat suit. Hello, Miss Pankhurst.
I got you an invitation. Are you sure you really want to go to the reform club together? I'm not sure that nurse's uniform still fits.
Oh no, I'm not much of a night owl anyway. I just hate being excluded, you know. Oh, I made your outfit for you. It's ever so slimming. I think you'll look wonderful in it. Oh, you always look wonderful.
You're such a dear. What would I do without you?
Come by any time you need something new to wear. It's such a joy making clothes for you. You always make me look so good.
You're welcome.
Have you done your hair? It's a whole new you.
While we're at it...
Thought I'd pop in to see what's new.
we might as well buy it. Let's have a look. Which one's better? Yeah, we'll buy that. Heavy arm. Sneaky shoes. That actually might be useful. Heavy armor. Yeah, we'll buy that. Yeah, it gets a bit more armor. Okay.
Cheery bye.
Okay. Now we've got all that. Quickly save it. Got to install the baby feeder before. Why? What have I done now? Okay, let's have a look. Come out here and turn. Actually, for the sake of it, I've already done this other side mission, so we'll need to wait a little bit. You'll understand why, so we might as well get started. It's on the way back anyway. So, this is... Oh, God, I can get where I'm going right now. Goodbye to all that. Oh, it's Benedict Keys. The last time we did business, it was a bit awkward. What's wrong, Benedict?
Look, if you're still mad about that incident with the, tea cozy,
Oh, no. I need your assistance. It's sort of private. I've heard there's a fake pill that makes you look like you've had joy.
silly rumours.
I sort of need one.
Why would you want to go off your joy?
It's for Beatrice. Well, it's sort of for me.
You're going to slip it to her?
It's just...
If you're tired of her, break things off like a man.
No, I love her. It's just... Well, ever since we started seeing each other, she says she loves me. But she loves everything. Me, long walks, sunsets and rainbows, of course. Simon says, big wristwatches on a man, wrapping paper, dandelions,
This is quite a
good
list.
night's sleep, ribbons, Uncle Jack's bedtime stories, 6 o'clock, commemorative spoons. I have to know if it's real.
She'd be a downer, even if it's temporary.
The moment she tells me the truth, I'll give her a real joy. Promise.
Are you sure you want the truth?
You used to be very interested in my mojo recipe. A dab a day keeps the doctors away, remember?
Yes. I remember. That would be handy.
We got some, so we'll give it to
All
him.
right. The recipe?
I'll give it to you tomorrow after I see Beatrice.
So we gotta wait 24 hours anyway. And he runs off to see her. And here is the other one to which I was referring. Beastly. Let's have a look.
Oh, what's wrong, dear?
Girls are so beastly. And they tell such vile lies.
How did you provoke them?
How did I?
You act superior and keep to yourself when
Because
you're not...
I don't sit around with them smoking and gossiping about boys and teachers.
You spend all your time with the boys in Rocket Club. They'll probably think you're trying to poach their boyfriends.
They don't even have boyfriends.
Sally, dear, boys aren't your real friends. They're just after one thing. If you don't have girlfriends, you won't have any friends at all.
I'm pretty sure that's her mother that was saying that. That's yeah, not the easiest thing to hear, I don't think. Alright, so let's switch it back to Baby Feeder.
I don't get to play very much of it before I get confused, and I'm out.
Oh, of course, I'm going the wrong bloody way. That would be about right, wouldn't
Care
it?
about Simon says. It's one of my favorite games, as you call it.
Where's the... Oh, God. Got some points, but not enough. Just double check where we're going. Can't exactly run, which is not well, not yet. I'm pretty sure after let me just double check something. This gives us 9 points. So after we've done this, installed the baby feeder, we'll be able to purchase the skill OU, which means we can run finally through the village. That long-awaited pleasure. And drastically cut down the time.
Go to the sidelines and keep
So long as we don't run into anyone intentionally, we should be absolutely peachy. Oh God, that thing's there. That's that dig spot. There's so many of those bloody things around. I know I could use sunshine, but I'd rather just conserve it, you know?
And the most peculiar thing in my garden. Perhaps you can help me identify it. It has the gentle shape.
Well, I'm actually walking quite briskly anyway, so I think we should be okay. But I'm glad we got that rubber catsuit. That was really important. And to save us going back, I thought I'd just get the, you know, reinforced suits and everything, just in case we need to do anything drastic. We can wear it to protect ourselves. Because there's actually a mission coming up, to which we will definitely be needing it. I'm not going through that way. Going the other way. Because... it's alright, Gwen, we're coming. I should have... oh no, I've got... don't I have baby milk can... oh god, actually. You know what? Let's just fill it up and just get one ready anyway. Alright. Upstairs. There's a baby feeder. Beautiful. Quite basic actually, but still makes sense. Now we will purchase that oh so fantastically useful OU. Bloody ages for. And longer. Actually, to be honest, the amount of running we have to do, that actually is worth it in the long run. Ironically enough. Let's quickly save it. I'm not sure if I've got any nappies in the inventory, but we'll just double check, otherwise we'll craft one. Okay, we'll craft ourselves a nappy. Just in case.
Goodbye, baby, on the treetop. When the bough bends, the cradle will roll. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. And down will come baby, cradle and all.
I'm pretty sure about... I just want to double check something actually. Should know something... was it... what, 50 of those canteens, don't we? Was that a bit of a slight exaggeration? Water there. No. Let's oh, close enough. 20. How about that? Okay. Well, if that's the case, what I will do is get some baby milk. There we go. Let's have a look. 71. What else have we got in here? Oh, let's actually get rid of those padded suits just for the moment. Don't need them. Give it just in case. We don't actually need... well, I might give that just in case. Yeah, everything else we should be all good for. Got a million weapons, but look, that's just going to come useful in time. Don't we have another torch somewhere, or is that just my imagination? Oh God, look at that. Got thousands of them. Thousands of torches. Let's just... Oh no, wait a minute. Don't we have a tap water in the inventory? I'm sure we do somewhere. Don't we? Was that... I'm sure we do. Where is it? Yeah, I thought we did. Okay, perfect. Yep, transfer that. Okay, perfect. Alright. Let's save it. Let's finally try and repair this lab. Now that we've finally got everything. Should I have everything?
Now I just need to replace all my chemicals.
Oh.
Stuart. I've got to talk to Stuart. Maybe he's got the chemicals I need squirreled away somewhere.
Quite possibly. Quite possibly. 10? As useful as that might be, we don't actually need it. Ooh, I'm tied between 18... Hey! I was right. Ah, there we go. Ah, see? We can carry up to 198. Oh, I knew we could. Well, there we go. That solves that problem. Thank God for that. Don't we have... yes, we do have a gas mask. Hey! Beautiful. Okay, get ourselves healing balm, nice. Alright, now visit the chemist. Before I do that, I might actually do that off camera just to save a bit of time since we've got all that done. But now we need to go back here. I was meaning to go back here anyway. What do you mean we can't travel this stupid... What are you talking about? What the hell? Why not? Are you serious? How can we not fast travel? Thank you. Oh God, you actually need to be outside the perimeter. When we don't actually have a fast travel hatch at the house. Well, that was bloody unuseful. I know I could have run, but just to save us a bunch of time. Now, believe it or not, there's two different conversations we can have.
My nose needs a bath.
Really? Okay. We'll actually get this one, because this is actually still a very good one. And we could run anyway. Just have to escape the 10,000 bobbies. Ah! So, nothing to see here, nothing to see here. Beautiful! And we can run! Yay! I really can't understate the importance of all this. Ah, finally! We got some stamina to work with at long last. Oh. We might actually be able to escape a few fights now. God.
If we can get to the mainland... Well, it may be roots and berries, but I do know what you can eat in a forest. Your grandmum taught me that.
Okay. Now, when I say 2 different conversations, because there's a couple of people that work there, or 3 technically, but 2 that you find at the shop. There's one called Viola, I can't remember quite how you pronounce it or which one it is. There's, if you see her in a shop, you get a very colourful conversation, shall we put it. If it's him, we get a, well, I suppose you call it a quest item, and an interesting conversation, so we'll see. Just see who's there. Oh, I think it's her. Ah, we get the colourful conversation first. That helps.
Well, if it isn't Sally Boyle. Himself is upstairs tinkering.
When will he be?
It's been weeks now. It's a device you left behind. Apparently, it's quite clever and complex.
Yay!
I just came to buy some chemicals.
Over my cold, dead body.
Fiona.
Oh.
It's not just borrowing my man while you were here. I could have got over that. It's the ambitions you put into him.
Fiona, I'm sorry.
He wants to be more than a village chemist. How's that, I says? Will you go to London to study to be a doctor? Will you take over Hayworth Labs? She still wouldn't take you back, I says. But you sold him the stars. And now he can't barely see where he's going.
Maybe he liked me because I thought he could be more. You ever think of that?
Get out of here. Get out, you witch. And don't let the door hit you in the arse on the way out.
Very sarcastically, of course. Fiona. Viola. I think I'm thinking of the plants like violet. You know, I think that's where I think I've combined the names.
Well,
oh dear.
She's mellowed. Fiona said Stuart's been working on my old pituitary extractor. Maybe I can get it back from him later, when she's not in the shop. Wait. Harry Cavendish. He still works for the labs, doesn't he? And he owes me a favour. I'll drop by his house.
Ah. Where's that? Okay. Where the hell's this place gone? Oh, it's all the way down. Ah, okay, so it's not too far away. We can run!
You take your joy in it.
Saves so much time. You honestly do, if you're playing this game, you get so, after a while, you really do get sick of just doing all this. You get so sick of it. Ah, so that's... Ah, okay, that solves... Okay, I've been out to explain when I'm sort of, you know, oohing and ahhing about. On the map here, at night time, when the citizens are asleep, you can go and, well, you know, put them unconscious, basically. Now, I tried to go into this house without, because I couldn't find it, and I couldn't understand why. I completely forgot, because I've gone a bit ahead. I've gone to the next mission and all that on my other playthrough, and I completely forgot, because the map is configured differently. It didn't click in my brain that was this sort of house. So that would explain why I couldn't get in there, because you can't. That makes a lot more sense now. Anyway, let's see if he's home.
Harry? It's Sally. Sally Boyle.
Just a moment. Just a moment, damn it. I can't get to the door as fast as
Whoa! Don't trip over.
Sally
Oh dear.
Boyle. I haven't seen you in a dog's age.
What happened to your eyes?
Yeah.
Oh, this little thing. Dr. Hughes miscalculated the brominating reaction and it blew up in my face. Then he convinced Dr. Verloc it was my fault.
Hey,
So
that's
I
not
got the
nice.
That weasel.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
you don't have to pretend you're interested in the tedious old lab. How's the glamorous life of an experimental chemist?
It's a bit blocked at the moment. Can't get mercury amalgam.
Did you know they vent gallons of it onto Rat Home? Oh, well, you wouldn't. You've moved on to greener pastures.
I'm sorry. I thought Anton knew what he was doing.
Oh, I don't blame you for leaving us all behind. When love fades, you have to move on. Well, I'm sure you'll figure out where to find some amalgam.
Maybe I will. But someone's got to prove it was Dr. Hughes' fault you lost your eyes.
You know, you're right. He could hurt someone else.
Is there any evidence that it was his fault?
You know, now that you mention it, his lab notes. He keeps them in his doctor bag. I bet they're all the evidence I need. Oh, you know what? I bet they'd also tell me how to extract the amalgam you need out of the stuff the lab is piping onto Rat Home.
I'll get you his lab notes.
Here's where he lives. Come back, and I'll tell you where to find the pump outlet.
Don't go anywhere.
Wouldn't dream of it.
I don't trip over and hurt yourself while you're at it. Up. Too late. Oh dear. I feel for that guy actually. Oh dear. Okay. House of Doctors. Now before we do all that, where the bloody hell is it? Oh god, I think about having two different places. I've got to actually remember where the hell everything is. No, it's not that. Was it? Wait, was it? Oh god, now I'm completely lost. That doesn't help. No. What the hell's that dog park again? Oh, for God's sake. Oh, it's because it's on marked there. Oh, God. Okay. Well, Captain Stupidity to the rescue. Oh, dear. Now, we're going into House of Doctors, so we're going to need to craft some mojo, to which we will get the recipe from him. So, where the hell is it? I know we get it, and I think we've got all the materials we need, so what we're going to do is fast travel to this. We're going to actually spin it for 24 hours, sleep through it, go and complete that mission, craft the mojo, and then go to the doctors. I think that's the much easier way of doing this. Not to mention the fact that we need to try and sneak past them. So...
I don't actually like long walks.
Because they're going to take a bloody chainsaw, whatever the hell that thing is. So let me just... Now, when was this pulled up? Okay, so... Handy. Okay, so that's 16... Oh god, time. Let's... Oh jeez, well, my brain would work would be a good thing. So that's 4 o'clock? Okay, so that's 2 hours after that, I think. Let's try this. 11:48. We might be okay. Let's try it. Otherwise, I'll just sit and pass some time on a bench. can run there, which is even better. Has enough time elapsed? Doesn't look like it.
Just taking a load off.
Seriously? Oh, come on. Don't tell me we've got it. Ugh. So we've got to wait till 4 o'clock as well. Fantastic. Park bench, thank you. Well, park bench. That should be 4. Let's try this. Do it until we can get it right. You should be standing over the waterfall if you got it correct. God damn it. Sit. Ah. Oh, God. Just when we're actually trying to get something to actually work, it doesn't want to. Seriously. Do we have to... I thought... Oh. I've just realised 16... Oh, my brain isn't switched on the 24-hour clock, is it? I was thinking 16. Oh, God. I did the 40 instead of 16. There we go. Oh, it's 2 hours out. My mind's not exactly switched on to 24-hour clock at the moment. So, there he is. How'd it go? Doesn't look like it went overly that well. So let's have a chat and find out.
Did you give her her joy?
She never loved me. She went blubbering on about some childhood sweetheart who left on a train. Apparently, he made quite the impression.
Did you give her her joy?
I almost didn't. I thought, Trollope deserves to be in the Garden District. She only stayed with me to avoid the unpleasantness of breaking it off.
You haven't taken your own joy, have you?
Joy doesn't help. You never really forget, do you? It just makes things fuzzy around the edges, you know? So you can pretend. I want to forget her forever.
I'm not sure oblivion exists.
Please. You want my mojo recipe, don't you?
Forgetting could be dangerous.
Yeah.
It's not like joy. There'll be holes in your memory. Like a church made out of cheese and the whole congregation is mice. You might forget more than you want to.
I don't care. It's fair trade. Your future for my past.
That's an interesting way of looking at it. Excuse me, do need the mojo, so here you go.
Here's the recipe for oblivion. I tell you not to tell anyone where you got it, but there's very little danger of that. Goodbye, Benedict.
Yes, goodbye. Take care of yourself. Another 9 points. Excellent. Now, do we have... Oh no, we spent all of them. Oh, actually... We'll do this one. Because after the next one, next couple, depending which missions do first, we'll be able to buy this one. Beautiful. Now, let's craft mojo. Old chlorine. Now, I know I saw that somewhere. Beautiful. Okay, we got enough to craft ourselves mojo. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay. Now, Doctor's... I think the Doctor's house is over there. What we're going to do first is I want to see if we can pop into that chemist. While Fiona, get the name right, is not there, so we actually see him. Because we actually get a quest item, it'd be really, really useful. I won't spoil the surprise. Hopefully we can, well, we can run through the streets now, so it's not too much of a bother, but, excuse me. I think we're going to be doing the remainder of this episode just getting through that doctor's house, I think. We don't need a lecture on joy, thank you. At least not at the moment. Not from you, Uncle Jack. We'll bring up our own hypothesis if you don't mind. So we need to turn... Yes, this way. Salisbury Coop. Alright. Oh, excuse me. I had rice for dinner. Well, rice with stuff. I had curry for dinner. The only problem with rice, gets stuck in the back of your throat occasionally. Now, please tell me... Oh, damn, why is Fiona still working it? God damn it. He's obviously still tinkering. Alright. Right. Now, I had a bit of a problem getting to a dig spot. Of course, now if I have all my bloody shovels with me, I'll be able to access it, won't I? Which would be just typical. Annoyingly. But it's not primarily why we're there.
Well, you can't say Dr. Hughes doesn't have a keen sense of style.
No, you certainly can't. Now, this is actually where the dig spot should be, where it's labelled on the map. But, of course, it's not there. Gotta figure that part out. Okay, let's get our mojo. Gotta get right up to the top, because that's where his notes are. One right there, see when sneak past him. You just stay there. Well, very well, thank you.
This must be the bag Harry wanted.
Beautiful. That was done with a touch of class, if I do say so myself. Lovely. Lovely jobly. If anyone doesn't know what that's a reference to, it's as from a comedy program called Only Fools and Horses. Lovely jubbly. Quite a catchphrase.
How are you today? Love today.
Haven't got any... Oh, of course, I've taken them all, haven't I? That would be just about typical. Oh, I took all those damn things out, didn't I? Ah, shit. Diary of a Wayward Girl. December 10th, 1950. Dear Diary, I don't see why they sent me to live off sent me to live here. It's not as if everyone in the village doesn't already know my condition. This is just so they can pretend. They're all about pretending, aren't they? The food is horrid. How can I eat for 2 when I can barely keep the food down? Head cheese? I hope they'll let me get going for Christmas. God knows what cook here will put in the fruitcake. She hates us all. December 12th. Dear Diary, the ladies in the village gave me that look again, but I refused to hide away in this house for 6 months. 6 months! It'll be summer then. Strange to think how I'll just go home afterwards, but all pretend nothing happened. Like when Margie Oliphant came back and everyone pretended she'd been visiting cousins across the bridge. No one will ever marry her now. Nor me, I suppose. Not unless I can move away. I wonder if a man can tell. Will my body be different? Well, no one will tell me anything useful. 19th. Oh my god. I'm never leaving this house again. I don't care if we are required to go to church. Those women are lunatics. The way they ganged up on me, do you think they were glad I'm giving up the baby? They put their children on the train. Wouldn't they want another child? But no. Apparently the worst sinner in the world for sending... Sorry, but no. I'm apparently the worst sinner in the world for sending mine away. Am I supposed to raise it here? Much better for it to go live on a farm. How they screamed at me, rabid dogs. My heart is pounding. I hate them. Someday I'm going to punish them. I'm going to punish them all. Now what I'll do is I'll actually come back while I'm not recording, and I'll go through. I'll actually bring some distraction items, and I'll actually go through this house and collect all the things in there. So just to make it a little bit easier. Oh, perfect timing.
Quite a sturdy bag. I wonder if Gwen would fit in here. She'd need to be able to breathe. Some source of oxygen and soundproofing in case she starts crying. I bet Lionel could make something like that.
Ah, so that's what that was a reference to. That's what I meant about the blueprints. That was the hint I was referring to. Okay, let's do that. Because he's down there, so... so that should be down here. Let's quickly save it. Down in the other end here.
Harry? It's Sally. Sally Boyle.
Just a moment. Just a moment, damn it. I can't get to the door as fast as I
It's alright, we know you're blind as a bat. It's alright, we forgive you.
Did you get Dr. Hughes's bag?
I've got it.
Aren't you Brillo? Well, here's the formula you'll need. You can get to Rathome via the maintenance tunnels. There's a code at the door. It's 1649.
I really am sorry about the accident. I thought Anton had a handle on things.
Well, now we know. Cheerio.
That was nasty. I'll need a few things before I go. I can get there from any hatch, now that I've got the code.
Well, at least he doesn't harbor any ill will, you know, like direct anger towards us. I think that's quite good in that sense. Oh, 10! Oh, that's beautiful! Oh, that's That's perfect. Abso-bloody-lutely. Right, let's have a look. Access code, lovely. Right, before we end this episode, we'll go and drop off, excuse me, that briefcase off to Lionel, so he can make a caricot, as it's going to be called. It's going to take some time. So we probably won't see it for... You probably won't see us purchasing it for at least another episode, maybe 2. Because on my other playthrough I've gone through Ratom. It is a fairly nasty place. There's a whole shitload of plague wastrels.
That was tedious.
As it will be when we get to Ratom. So, yeah. Right. Let's go and talk to Lionel. I always forget the way. But at least now we can come out at night, so it's not going to be an issue for us, so that's one really bloody good thing. I'm so chucked at that. So chucked. We're gonna run past all those old bastards. Yes, come on. Yes, thank you. No. No!
What's your fancy?
I've got another little tinkering job for you, Lionel.
I do so enjoy these little commissions. No one else challenges my imagination quite like you do.
I'd agree with that
That's a rather
for the
odd
moment.
bag. What would you need that for?
Oh, that's for certain compounds that have to be kept at a very specific temperature and pressure.
Aren't you clever? Well, it might take a little while, but I think I can figure it out. Come on back in a little while.
Cool. Caricot. Excellento. Alright. So now that we got that done, so we're going to actually end this episode here. What I'll be doing is getting through that dig spot as well, so I need the rubber thing. I'll have to the only way to get rid of these, even though we've completed them, you exit the game, you come back in, it refreshes it all, so all stuff that's been done gets completed. Excuse me. I'm gonna have a little read about this game a bit further, go a bit further ahead, so I know actually got an idea of what's going to be recorded, so I can you know, make sure, because I don't like to make things 15 minutes or an hour long, you know, I like to keep within a certain time frame if I can. And as I said, I'm only doing the missions, side mission. Look, if you know, if we're going to and from one place, there's a few flowers, I'll collect them. But like I said in the last episode, that is what I'm primarily focusing on now, and I'm going to keep to that. Apart from memory flashbacks and cutscenes, there's obvious exemptions to those, obviously. But what I'm going to try and do is, beginning of the next episode, I'm actually going to try and get it so that, if possible, we'll start off by actually talking to Stuart and getting that quest item, which is supremely handy. If we can't do that, we'll travel to Ratom, you know, get the necessary ingredients, and then we'll try ourselves again. And then onward to the rest of the story. So, I'll catch you next time. See ya.